Here we fitted a Kenwood DMXF920DS on this Ford Transit Custom camper van. Now what the stereo is a 9-inch floating stereo. It's an absolutely beautiful unit. The screen is HD, it has wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, DAB radio, obviously normal radio, got the capability to be worked with your steering wheel controls with the appropriate adapters, and you could tilt this device as well. So let's go in and have a look. Now this is what it looks like in the vehicle. We've replaced all of this, so this is basically an aftermarket fascia for us to house the stereo. Now if you had like a normal double din stereo, it would basically sit in there, but because it's gone for this 9-inch stereo, it's floating and it basically sticks out, which is quite nice. So it gives you a real nice big screen, very visible. The nice thing about this screen is actually you could tilt it, so you can tilt it, you can move it left to right, and you can also, by unclipping it, you could move it up and down. So if you want to do that, you could do that. So you could bring it right down if you wanted to, so it ends up sitting like that. Bring it up a little bit, so then you could then tilt it towards you. So you've got a lot of flexibility with this stereo. It's really nice. So the screen itself is HD. So if I tilt it towards you, which I can do with this, so it's got a nice bright screen. Got the main part of it. Why you'd want one of these is the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's completely wireless. You don't have to plug into a USB to achieve that. There you have Waze, if you want to go onto Waze, so you've got all the latest mapping that obviously comes off your phone, and then music wise you go into Spotify and you can just choose all your albums through there, so you're not touching your phone at all. Obviously it's got Bluetooth calling, it's got DAB radio and normal terrestrial radio, so it's everything that you need. Steering wheel controls will still work with this vehicle, with this unit. Additional to this, we did a reverse camera installation as well. So if we put it into reverse, so it only works when you go into reverse, and then it'll flick automatically to the reverse camera. You can see the tow bar that the vehicle's got, so at least when you're backing up, you know where the tow bar end is. And it's got a nice visual on the back there. It's going quite far back as well, so you know it's a really nice thing. Being big screen, you've got a nice visual on it. So flick out reverse, it just goes back to the normal stereo functionality. On this, you can, while you're driving along, let me find it first, you have got a camera button there. So if you go into the camera, then it'll give you, without going into reverse, you can still see what's behind you. Obviously you can't have that on all time if you want to change any functions of your stereo, but you've got that possibility of doing that, and it ends up being like a rear view. So let's go and have a look at the camera. So the customer opted for a camera that goes where the number plate is, just above the number plate. So it's a nice discreet little camera, but as you can see it was a very wide view, even though it is a small little camera there. You have got the option to replace these brake light cameras, so it depends on the vehicle, but this particular one you can. And then you see right below, but it does stick out quite a lot. And a small camper van, is it an overkill? Probably is. So it's gone for a nice little discreet camera like that. So it just works really well. So that's the Kenwood DMXF920DS fitted to this Ford Transit Custom camper van.